Welcome to the Life in Focus podcast. It's brought to you through Rogers Research Global with your host, clinical psychologist, Dr. Marie Rogers.
Hello and welcome to today's episode. This is Your Life in Focus, where we talk about all things mental health, executive functioning, psychoneuroimmunology or the mind-body connection, and mindfulness. A topic that I love and have loved since way back in the day, being a first-year psychology student and learning all about Abraham Maslow was his hierarchy of needs, and most especially self-actualization, which sits at the top of the hierarchy. I published an article on this on LinkedIn's article publishing platform last August. You can find the article there. I will also include it here as a link. It's titled Self-actualization, Boldly Embark on Your Personal Path to Success. As we continue with this podcast, I want you to keep this thought in mind. You are the only person on this planet who can use your unique skills and talents. Keep this tab open as you listen to the remainder of this podcast. Many of you are already familiar with Maslow and his hierarchy. I will go over it quickly here and then get right into self-actualization, which is today's topic. Back in about the 1940s, American humanistic psychologist Abraham Maslow described stages of human motivation and development, depicting them in the shape of a pyramid with 5 levels. At the bottom or the base of the pyramid are the physiological needs. These include the most basic requirements for human survival, such as air, water, food, shelter, clothing, and sleep. These needs must be satisfied before an individual can move on to a higher level. Next comes the safety needs. Once physiological needs are met, humans seek safety and security and a sense of stability. Next up on the tier is love and belonging needs. Once the lower 2 needs are met, the individual seeks love, belonging, intimate relationships such as friendships, romantic relationships, social connections such as belonging to a community or a group. We have an inherent desire to feel loved, accepted, seen, and valued by others. Once physiological, safety, and love and belonging needs are met, next comes self-esteem and a sense of oneself. This includes self-respect, a sense of accomplishment or achievement. Fulfillment of these needs leads to feelings of competence, confidence, and self-worth. And now we get to the focus of today's podcast, self-actualization. This is at the very top of the hierarchy. Maslow described this as reaching your full potential, growth, fulfillment, talents, and abilities. It is less about a destination and more about setting forth on a personal journey of adventure, discovery, and growth. The following is a well-known Abraham Maslow quote. At any given moment, we have 2 options: to step forward into growth or to step back into safety. Self-actualization involves connecting with your bucket list, which holds the experiences and achievements that you deeply wish to have in your lifetime. For some, key elements of the bucket list were known to them since childhood or adolescence. For others, it's more of a work in progress and reveals itself as you actively engage with your life and your world, embracing new experiences and challenges. In general, however, the bucket list is a work in progress. If you have one, then pay attention to what you have on it and ask yourself if the way you are living your life is aligning with this list, or are you veering in a different direction? If aligned, then proceed. If not aligned, then this is a good opportunity to check in with yourself and reflect on what's going on and how you can rechart a new direction. The creation of the bucket list is a personal conversation that you are having with future you, and it will require engaging in self-reflection so as to fully identify the activities, the dreams, the goals that light you up from within. It is unfortunate that many live their lives reporting feeling trapped and confined to patterns of existence that can best be described as life on repeat. They basically live the same day every day, adhering more to societal norms or expectations of who and what they should be, rather than from an inner knowing of this is who I am. By knowing you, you will also know your passion and the activities that place your brain directly into the zone or the flow state. When in this state, motivation just naturally follows and flows. Finding yourself fantasizing about a different life and escape from present circumstances and chronically shifting from the here and now to the over there will eventually take its toll. While fantasizing and daydreaming are natural phenomena and everybody engages in these mind-wandering activities, the concern becomes if too much time is lived in these faraway and perhaps disconnected states of mind. Remember, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you, and life rewards the bold. This winning mindset requires a strong sense of self-efficacy and confidence. Becoming fully you is not for the faint of heart, as it takes courage to live life at this level. The good news is that there is no time limit. Becoming fully you can occur at any age or stage in life. Sometimes it will be all about setting goals and challenges so big that you will need to grow into becoming the person who can and will fulfill those requirements. At other times, it will simply be about expanding your comfort zone to become fully you. Whether small steps or large, this is your life. Own it, live it, connect with it. So what is the path towards self-actualization? The path towards self-actualization is typically not an easy one, but it will be worth it. It will require developing emotional endurance, otherwise known as resilience. It is the emotional stamina to continue to withstand and to functionally adapt to changing and challenging moments on the path to personal success. There will be moments that will feel so hard, the mountain so high, that you will question whether continuing is worth it and whether you really can make that climb. It is precisely at these moments that will both define and refine you. The path will require you to be aware of and accepting of yourself, be mindful of your thoughts, to stop comparing yourself and your journey to others, to embrace uncertainty and life's challenges, and to strengthen your delay of gratification and tolerance toward frustration. Let's look at these one by one. Let's start with being aware and accepting of yourself. Start by pouring some love on yourself right now. We thrive under conditions of love, as it may just be the most powerful emotion we have access to at any given moment. Recognize that as a human being, you are neither perfect nor expected to be. Every single person who has achieved great success was and is imperfect. Live in awareness in the present moment and give yourself permission to make the most of the here and now without getting lost in future worries or past regrets. Second, be mindful of your thoughts. Cognitive distortions or faulty thinking patterns interfere with both critical reasoning and problem solving. They include internal mental filters, biases, and assumptions. And when they're not examined, they can lead you down the path of disappointment and worry and hopelessness and defeat. These distortions include, but they're not limited to, jumping to conclusions, all or nothing thinking, and catastrophizing. By allowing these distortions to run rampant, you will increase the risk of operating from inaccurate and misleading information about yourself, your environment, and the individuals with whom you come into contact. This can give rise to conflicts within yourself and with others, distracting you from your personal path to success. In addition to examining your cognitive distortions, also be mindful of the words you choose to speak with yourself. They matter. They eventually become the language that shape your thoughts and experiences. Use words that empower you, that shift your mindset toward confidence and self-efficacy, and minimize the use of words that minimize you. Your brain is always listening. Third, stop comparing yourself to others. Focus fully on your path. Comparisonitis is the greatest thief of joy. Your path is unique and dependent on your signature talents, experiences, outlook, circumstances, and your available resources. The only comparison you should ever make is with yourself and your personal growth. Are you better today than you were yesterday? Are you closer to achieving your goals today than you were 6 months ago? Are your living circumstances better today than they were 5 years ago? I love this saying. Life is so subtle sometimes that you barely notice yourself walking through the doors you once prayed would open. Next, embrace uncertainty and life's challenges. By embracing difficult situations as opportunities for growth and learning, you will grow and learn. On this journey called life, you will not avoid uncertainty and challenges. The sooner this is accepted, the easier it will be to loosen that tight grip of control. If you can find it within yourself to extend beyond, accept, and perhaps embrace these inevitable life circumstances, then you will reap the full benefits of the opportunities these challenges deliver toward building strength, resilience, and most importantly, wisdom. Wisdom is a complex human trait and one of those psychological constructs that can be difficult to define, but when you see it, you recognize it. It comprises both emotional and behavioral regulation, joined with empathy and compassion. It also involves insight, judgment, decisiveness, and the ability to handle ambiguity. Wisdom often emerges from the experiences of facing and overcoming hardship. And last, strengthen your delay of gratification and tolerance toward frustration. All formidable achievements require the ability to delay gratification and tolerate frustration, two skills that fall under emotional intelligence and behavioral regulation. Individuals high in emotional intelligence are able to recognize, understand, and regulate their emotions and behaviors, which ultimately lead to creating healthier boundaries with oneself and with others, and enduring life's more challenging times. Delaying gratification means you resist the temptation of indulging in an immediate reward in lieu of obtaining a greater reward in the future. It requires discipline, focus, and overcoming tendencies toward impulsivity. By delaying gratification and not giving in to immediate desires, you will also increase the opportunities for frustration. Frustration tolerance is key to a life of peace, connection, and success. Both of these skills, when lacking, are considered emotional deficits and hinder relationship building, critical reasoning, and problem solving. They will ultimately also hinder success. It will be worth your time to self-evaluate and put forth a plan in motion to improve functioning in these areas. Also, and important to note, everybody experiences moments of impulsivity, frustration, and impatience. Everybody. These are human emotions and states of mind. Identifying and allowing them to come and go are healthy coping strategies. By doing so, you'll be able to quickly release these dysregulated states from your mind, your body, and your life. However, when they take residence in your being, they can unfortunately get stuck in there, making it difficult to let go and joyfully move forward with your life. If the latter occurs, you are advised to seek professional guidance, as these can be due to deeper issues that require a better understanding as to what is internally going on. For example, prolonged grief can give rise to the chronicity of dysregulated emotions and behaviors. Part of your self-care and path towards self-actualization will be to give yourself the needed attention to help heal the parts of you, the parts of yourself that may be hurting. You are your greatest investment. Self-reflection not only helps in the creation and fulfillment of your bucket list, but also in identifying patterns within yourself that need attention. Achieving self-actualization is a personal and ongoing process. By living authentically and creatively, knowing yourself, establishing deep and meaningful relationships, having accurate and helpful perceptions of your environment, and bringing your best energy wherever you go, you will be on the path to living your most actualized life. Now go engage with your world.
The information presented is intended for general knowledge and is not a substitute for medical advice or treatment. As with most things in life, there isn't a magic pill or cure-all, but there are strategies to help regain control of your life. If you'd like to read or learn more about today's and other related topics, please visit drmarierogers.blogspot.com. Dr. Rogers' Life in Focus, a self-discovery journal for powerful transformation, is currently available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and bookbaby.com.